All right, everybody, if you're wondering what is behind me and all this stuff, well, you're gonna have to stick around and find out. It takes me a little bit to get this done, but yeah, we got quite a bit ready and quite a bit done today. So stick around and hopefully you like storage units. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9. And yeah, so I did read you guys' little suggestions down below and the last episode, and I did do a few changes with my settings, and it looks like it's actually improved quite a bit. So we're going to keep it like this and see how it works. One thing I do want to bring up right now is this man right here. He has a pickaxe I want. So efficiency 5, I can get that on all mine. Mending, fortune 4, unbreaking 5. And Moon of the Earth. Ores may be found with mining stone. So, in theory, if I remember where... Oh yeah, I also moved all this stuff around. And make a quick pickaxe and also get a few emeralds, which we should have plenty of. And trade this with him. We can strip these off and use them later. Oh yeah, I have more than enough. It's always good to see him having decent trades, unlike normal. There we go. I don't think there's anything else I want out of here. Summon what? Summon polar bear. Okay, I do not want to summon a polar bear, but we're gonna put this over in this chest right here. I did organize everything, kind of moved everything around. We're gonna be getting into kind of storage drawers today and kind of working with them. But I do want to get into a little bit of immersive engineering. Yeah. That is actually quite annoying because one thing I have found out that if you do open it like this, this does not change anything. So first things first, there is one other thing I would like to do. I know I'm going off the rails a little bit, but hey, it's fine. I saw this thing. It was called a player detector. It does not look hard. Just needs a few blocks of redstone and a bit of iron. And I think we have plenty of iron for all this. But I would like to get this actually made real quick. And the reason, I want to see if that's actually going to fix my problem with the door. And if it does, I am not going to complain at all. Blocks. I think I actually converted all my normal ones into regular stone, which is not a big deal, especially since I got this. And yeah, making smooth stone is a lot easier doing it that way than anything else. It doesn't cost me any like coal or anything. I know it's a little cheaty, but hey, it works. Player detector. Now I wonder if I can just set this. Actually, let's see how this works first. I don't have any redstone on me. So a lot of times you can test things. Okay, you are not working. That is interesting. Advanced person. 1 second. All right, everybody. I don't know why that wasn't working. But yeah, this thing does not work like I thought it did. Player detector, you think it would detect a player nearby? They do have something in here called the memory controller in this. It says it really doesn't work, but we can try both. Blue terracotta. I don't know if I have any, excuse me, terracotta available, but I know I have plenty of blocks. But we're gonna try both of these. I want to really try to get something up and going where I don't have to worry about opening and closing that door all the time. That is actually quite annoying. Observer. Okay, let me get these things kind of made up real quick, and I just should only take me a minute to get everything around. All right, the moment of truth. Wrench, do you do anything? No. Do you do anything? Added you to the memory card. There's like no way of like interacting with this thing at all. So that doesn't work. I know there used to be detectors. I don't know if RF tools. Oh, RF tools is in the thing, and I don't know. Do we have a sensor? That does not look really difficult at all. Let me get one of those made up really quick. It's going to be a lot of things like here and there. But Art of Tools is one of those really OP, powerful like mods. If you know how to use it, or if you want to dabble in it, it's actually pretty good too. So it's just one of those things. It can be used for a lot of different things. There's a lot of different types of. Did I already make that? You know what? I'll get 3 of them. It's fine. But yeah, there's like a lot of things you can do with it. It has a lot of interesting tools with it. Oh, did I forget to? I think I forgot to pick it up. Yep, that was my bad. I was like, I know I made one. Okay, now tell me you're gonna do the sensor thing. Type, block, fluid, growth, entities. Area 1. Players. There we go. And this should be detecting. Okay. So let's sleep real quick. I need to get like a sleep charm or something to speed this up because it does take a while. Okay. That's where that's at. Trying to think how I can power that block. All right, everybody. So we're going to do a little bit of vanilla redstone. I think I got a way of doing this. It's going to be kind of weird. One thing I am going to try and bring over that I used to do, or I do in vanilla, is actually using like wool to do my circuits. So that should not turn that on. Okay. So what we can do is do it quick like that. I do have a repeater. I'm never really that great at setting those down. And that should turn it off. And to finish this off, we need a I'm thinking, can it sit right here? Okay, have it like that. Have the sensor heading. I don't know if I could do this so easily. Well, that kind of works. That way I was intending. And it looks like I need a couple more pieces of wool. But that does seem to work. And we just got to bring it up to there. Easier said than done. Let me get some more wool because I know I have plenty of wool. And yeah, we're gonna go keep with the blue. I normally use like red for like really complicated ones that I have to deal with a lot of circuits and everything. And it's just easier for me to keep track of how it working or how it is working. Wow, my thing really messed up there. Let's see. And I think, okay. And I want to turn that. I wonder, do we have little redstone? Now, little redstone. Oh, it does not have it in here. Red alloy wire. 4 copper. Oh, it has to be in a jumbo furnace. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, they do have tiny redstone. I misread it. All we need is a little bit of service quartz, which, well, let's get about 18 should be enough for a while. And every time I hear that zombie, it just makes me think of like there's something next to me. And it's really smooth slabs. Which we can do fairly simple. And redstone. So there we go. We got some smooth panels. And tiny redstone is just some silicone added in with it. That's why I made a little bit extra. I do also want a wrench to help me kind of move things around. And I know this is a little bit of a long shot for this, but it's always kind of fun to sit here and mix match a lot of different mods. There we go. That should be plenty. And really, we can compact this quite a bit, but yeah, actually we could. But let's go ahead and see if we can get it to go up here. I'm thinking it might be better. Actually, I could really shorten this. You know, I think I was making this way too complicated. Now, will you, when you wrench? Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember why I'm doing it this way. So one thing about RF tools is the fact that they do not like to play well with other blocks. So I think we can do it like this. Sir, you do not want this. All right, everyone close your eyes. Let's go ahead and put this down so we can kind of see if it's actually working. You can see how it has a little red dot. Luckily we can go do, and I think I can go, yeah, there we go. And it should, if I, there we go, rotate this. It's a little bit harder to do, but I think I can just kind of cut these off, and you can make really intricate redstone stuff with this. So let's clear this up. And it doesn't look like much, but that actually saves a lot of room. And I think it's set too high. Let's see. All right. So I was playing with that. It only works in one direction. I don't want to sit there and mess with it too much. I'm gonna say we're gonna try to do this real quick. I don't know how it's gonna work. It should be interesting at least. But it's just a computer from what mod it was. It used to be Computer Craft, really. I think that's actually what it was. But they changed it quite a bit since then, I guess. So computer. We need all the modium. Everything's like needing all the modium. Okay, never mind. I guess we're gonna be stuck with this for a while. I did figure out why it wasn't turning off. It was actually my own fault. So let's sleep real quick because it is a little dark outside. And I don't want to get attacked by mobs. I've been doing this for a little bit. It's been going on like 20 minutes. And I feel kind of dumb for not realizing this sooner. But basically what I did is I did not set like area 1. See, it does not kick, wait, repeater. It doesn't kick on until I get like right here. And then it shuts off. Now what I could do is just move this back a little bit. And where'd it go? Have that go into a repeater. Which will work. And over here, I have pretty much the same kind of setup, except reverse. And we have it go in the same block. A little, well, actually, yeah, I think it'd be better over here. Now, trying to squeeze all this in one little area is not the easiest of things. All right, I'm not done on this yet. It's bugging me now that I cannot figure this out. But I remember earlier we got actually a special gift. I wonder. And that was in the form of, it's in one of these. Right here, a modular router. Now, I'm kind of curious because there was a sensor or a detector or something I saw a second ago. Oh, it's right here. Detector module. And it looks fairly straightforward. We can test it and see. I mean, there's no harm in trying any of this stuff. Don't know if this is actually what I'm looking for. All right, so that is a big no on that one. But what I could do is just do this. So I did not want to have to make this, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Now, A jumbo furnace is kind of like a regular furnace, but it is a little bit, how would you say, bigger. And this way we can actually make that red alloy. And you make red alloy wire. This stuff right here. And the way to make it is pretty simple. Oh. Really? I did not have to do all that? That sounds about right. We got a primitive furnace over here, and got a little bit of silicone left. So, it's going to take a minute. But that should be able to make it where I can... Yeah, this guy showed up again. Run the wire right up to it. I hope it works. We will test it and see. But yeah, it should. All right, we got 3 of them, and I think it's just like that. Red alloy wire. Now, tell me you're gonna play well with this right here. That is the main question I'm gonna have, and if you do, that'd be great. But I still have to worry about how it senses things, because it's really not sensing me anywhere else. And where did that wire go? This might be one of those things. It just does not want to play well with each other. Yeah, it doesn't. One second, everybody. All right, everybody. So a little more fiddling around. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Thanks to Ender.io. We're going to build something around this to kind of block this off. But as you can see, block up. It works both ways. So, yeah, that might be something we're going to do in a live stream, kind of clean this up. One other thing I found out about these tiny redstone, if you right click on it, you can remove all the stuff. It makes it so much easier on cleanup, especially if you don't plan on using it again. So we got that. Anyways, back to our main thing. In between streams and videos, I was actually really busy I went mining for quite a bit. Got a lot of stuff, a lot of this Greg Tech redstone ore, which is not bad, especially since you think about it. 1 piece equals 5, and I have little over 2 stacks, almost 3. So that's about good 10, about 20, no, about 10, a little over 10 stacks. Actually, quite a bit more than 10 stacks. But anyways, that's beside the point. Yeah. So what we're gonna do? There is a mod I want to get into, and that's actually immersive engineering, like I said earlier. There is a few things I want from there, mainly for decoration. I know it sounds weird, but there are some blocks that come with that work pretty well. And actually, if you look at this, I think this looks really nice. It's very flattering having these, what are these called? Metal girders all across the top. Kind of gives it support and everything and makes it look more realistic. We're going to be putting like pillars down and everything else. Most of this is going to be just building here and there, especially on stream and everything like that. So first things first, I need to get a coal coke. I believe that's what it's called. Yes. Coke oven. That's what it is. And a blast furnace. So both of those should be fairly simple to make. Or the blast bricks I want to look up. Yeah, there we go. So blast bricks and coke bricks are the 2 things I want to look up right now and get these kind of going. It's really easy. Clay. It's going to be a lot of clay. I can say that much. At least I have a lot. And netherrack. Ooh, that's something I have a decent amount of. Yeah, I have a decent amount. So I'm gonna get these cooked up. But the reason I want those is actually for the treated wood. I think that actually looks really good, especially when you come into decoration and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's not the to me it's just a very nice looking block. Now please tell me this is in here. It's not. One thing I wish they would add is the way to downcraft this. I think this has silk touch on it. So there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna get most of this cooked up really quick. Luckily this furnace is actually really fast. So what do they both need? Both need bricks. Okay. I believe it's like 36, so it's 72. So I need 8 more. You know, we're just gonna do 16 more just to be on the safe side. I think I actually. Wait a second. What am I doing? I am a noob. The reason I'm a noob is because I got these things, magical things called villagers. And I won't need this much, but I forgot. I was making this whole thing out of bricks. You ever get that way at times? There we go. That's enough bricks. There we go. And we want, ooh, magma blocks. I don't think I actually have magma blocks. Oh, I take that back. All right, none of those really quick. That should be 27. Perfect. And coke bricks. And why does this recipe not want to work over there? And we just need 9 sandstone. So a lot of the stuff's actually pretty easy. And it's great to be able to do this type of stuff, especially early game. There we go. And I think we already have an immersive engineering hammer. I believe, yes, we do. I am semi-prepared. All right, we're going to set these up in this section over here. Looks pretty good. And this will help us get steel first off. And it will also help us get that treated wood. You get treated wood by coal coke. And like I said, I'm starting off kind of slow. And I'm wanting to kind of build things up. Like I said, there's not going to be a fast playthrough. And hopefully you guys enjoy the fact that I'm sitting here and actually working with each one of the mods. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do it like this. And taking my time more on how I'm doing things. Now the videos, I think they're gonna actually start getting a little bit longer. A lot of times I like have a bad tendency of, how would you phrase it? Cutting a lot of things out. Let's see. Yeah, 64 should work. Now these things are known to be extremely slow. And I mean extremely slow. Not much we can do. We can let it work, and we'll slowly get that creosote. Now, one other thing we could get is I think it's either jerry can. There is a jerry can. It's actually pretty easy. Just some iron plates, which I think I put some in here. Yep, I got plenty of those. And iron, we have enough. I can't wait to actually get around in making a vanilla-ish. You know, we're just gonna make as many buckets as we can. A vanilla-ish iron farm, because that's actually gonna be kind of really interesting with all the mods we have in here. And put these in here real quick. All right. And it's still not done. It's almost there. Now what I'm going to do is also grab a stack of iron out of here and throw it in here. Now I don't think you can use just any type of fuel in here. If you can, that would be great. Let's try some. I know charcoal sometimes works. I think block or coal might at times. It always depends on how they have it set up. Yeah, see, this will not go in there, and that will. So that will help out just getting it started. And the reason I want steel is steel scaffolding. I think would look really great, especially the steel scaffolding with some of that treated wood in the middle. And yeah, I think it's going to add to the place a little bit. So we're going to let that run. I'm just going to throw all the charcoal in here, and we're going to call it good for right now. But let's get into more of storage control, or storage stores, functional storage. I'm sorry. There's so many names for this. And you see I have a lot of different things in here, and I wouldn't mind kind of consolidating this a little bit, because you see I have a lot of stuff. And I don't know exactly where I want to put it at. So that's a little, no, we might actually have to hold off on that. If I can get up here. Because I want to have a good central area where I can see all my stuff. And well, actually right over there is not a bad spot. We can actually start sectioning off a room for it. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I think right here is where we're going to section a room off. But right here should be a good spot to do it in. And yeah, we can just go in 3 blocks and go up to 3 blocks. So I want to give myself a little bit of space in here. Let's see, that's 3, 4, 5. Oh, really? Right here would be fine. Yeah, right here. Do I have any blocks on me? I have a stone. That works. An easy way to mark out where I need to be at. But I think that should be a pretty good sized storage room. And I like the fact of it being more like just in its own room. And we can have like little rooms here and there for like immersive engineering and stuff like that. And I think that's what we're going to do with this. And what I was talking about, since we got it, we have 1 bucket of creosote. Now let's grab some wood. That will work. And what we do with it, it's really kind of simple, but it can be tedious. Put that in the middle. You got treated wood. And this stuff is really nice, and it also has a lot of different textures. You can do vertical, and I think it is horizontal. Packaged. And then I think it goes back. Yeah. So you got a couple options with it. It's not bad, but it will help break up like just all this right here. It does make it a little bit too much when it comes to just single tones. So that's going to help us out with that. We're going to have that running in the background. I'd love to get this out in a tank, but it's going to take a while. And steel, we have steel coming in. It does take a lot more charcoal to do this. I don't know if it says it in here, so that's 300. Yeah. So 300 ticks. So it takes 2 to 1. No, 4 to 1. Wow, that is horrible. Where this, on the other hand, has a burn time of I wish it actually said on here. I think it's like 800 or something like that. 60 seconds. So it's 1 for 1. So that, if that helps you any. So let me get a few things around, and we're gonna get a kind of clean up the base a little bit, and we will worry more about the designing and everything later, especially on a stream or something like that. And I want to kind of decorate out here a little bit. It's a little dark, but I'm getting tired of the torches. And one of the things I was thinking of using were some lanterns, because right now I have feral flare lanterns down underneath here to get this whole place bright enough where I don't have to worry about mobs. Inside buildings, I'm really not too picky on it, especially right now. But when it gets to later in the series, we are going to be like actually messing with lights and kind of designing it that way. You see this already kind of ran out, and we put quite a bit in there. And it looks like it actually does not lose its progress, which is kind of nice. So, and I know there's easier ways of making steel, but this is just the way I'm going to play it to make it more interesting and slowly working my way through the mods. So let me get a few things around for storage drawers, and we might go with the framed ones. They're not too bad. I think they're a little pricey when it comes to iron, but that is really not a big deal for me. So, and we're gonna have to pick a design and everything to kind of go against the walls. I do not want to block off over here. I want to make sure I can still see out and everything and be able to see everything. So we're just gonna have them up against these walls. And yeah, I'll get like a little layout done. So be back in just a moment. All right, everybody, it's been a little bit, but yeah, I am back. So what we're going to be working on is storage. And also this guy, he's going to sell me a sleep charm. But the thing is, if we look at my backpack, I actually already got one in the previous villager. So I don't know what he's doing here. I have been letting this thing run. Notice we do actually have a wall. So that is good. We can have a storage area here. And one other thing I did do in between cuts is I kind of fixed this. Okay, so this has been bugging me. So what has been happening is the flint has been getting backed up. So what I did is I actually bypassed it all going to one area and came over here and made it basically go in this way. And now it keeps up. It doesn't get clogged up by one thing or another. I did add a little bit more of the cauldrons down and a few more of the pointy dripstone so we can actually get a little bit extra lava, because I did run out when this thing was actually fully active. So I had to change the way this ran. It ran underneath, and pretty much that's about it. And you notice we are actually a lot higher than what we were. So that's good. We have infinite andesite finally. And yeah, a lot of these systems are going to get ripped out and replaced, especially these water wheel ones. But for now, they're going to stay. So about the storage area, we're gonna have to pick a few things. And let's sleep real quick. Look at that. That's the wonderful thing about the sleep charm. And I do have this kind of organized. Ignore him. I had to put him back up so I could get a few more of the way of iron, because I was running a little low because I was trying to make steel scaffolding. And over here, I keep filling up this jerry can and pretty much changing it out. And this should be completely full. Okay, take out the slag and the steel, and we have a whole thing of steel. And basically all I've been doing is coming over here and refilling this thing as much as I can, because I don't want it to run out. So what we're going to use the treated wood for, after I make some, this is the great thing about the jerry can. It can basically make all those and still get a little bit more out of it. There we go. Let me go put this back. But yeah, we're going to be using that for the frame. So I want to make... wow, that already filled back up. Just in case. Oh, and yeah, we got to redesign that, but I'll do that later. I did also change out this. It's going to have the brick wall with the black stone gothic windows on the inside. I think that looks a lot better. And also if I want, I can do like that. So what I want to get is frame drawers, and they're not too expensive. They just require a lot of iron. And yeah, so let me make up quite a few of them, because we're going to be replacing a lot of these that are over here, and yeah, kind of moving everything over. So let me get a lot of them made, and then we'll come up with some designs. I have an idea behind how I want to do it. But yeah, give me one moment to get all that kind of situated and kind of get everything back, also put back up. I might need more wood. I noticed I was running a little low on wood, and it's not really bad, but still it's getting there. So I may have to go cut down a few trees, and yeah, let me get them back in just a moment. All right, so I went out and did quite a bit of tree chopping. Let's get a couple stacks of this. Actually, I want to use up a lot of these old chests and everything. I know I cannot use the ones from sophisticated storage, so that's pretty much all of those. Okay, never mind. I do have these over here, and I think they should still work. And I did go ahead and grab the rest of my iron and kind of cut it down, or broke it down and double it, so I can get a little bit more out of it but I want to make sure this actually works. So basically all we have to do is go like that and throw a couple chests in the middle. So that's those two. Let's see, will these work? They do. Okay, and how about these? Yep. So they all work, so that's actually a good sign. Now we're gonna need quite a few of them. That's why I have so much here. So I'm thinking possibly doing about I'm not gonna say that many more. Let's do about 8 more just like this, and it's pretty easy, really. Now the coloring, that is where it's going to be kind of difficult. I was actually planning on using stone, but if we use it with the chisel real quick, it will make it actually like smooth stone, which is what I'm planning on doing. Because the smooth stone, I think, is just going to look really good, and it's going to make it pop a little bit. Because I don't think we can make calcite. I believe that's what it's called. I know you can find it, but I don't think there's an easy way of making it. And I don't think I actually have a lot of it. Calcite would be my next big one I would love to use. But I have not found a geode or anything like that. Sorry, my brain shut off for a second. But I think that's going to work really nice. And we're going to use this. Now, the great thing is you can redo this as much as you want. But basically, you put this in here, put these over here. I believe that down there. Okay, there we go. And that doesn't look too bad. We can switch it around, but I prefer the darker color being on the outside. Let's go ahead and make some of these like this, and let's get that, and then this. That is not bad, but let's try the other one. There's one more variance like this. Let's see what this looks like. I kind of like that. That actually looks really kind of cool, and it kind of fits in with the theme of everything. We could try it real quick with the other one and see which one we like better. Yeah, I think this one looks a lot better than that one. So that is an obvious win on that. So here's what I was talking about. The fact that you can quickly change everything up. And there we go. And we have 2 the same style. And yeah, that's what we're going to fit this out with. But one thing I will be needing is, I believe it's from functional storage. It's going to be the storage controller. All it takes is a couple pieces of quartz, 2 drawers, and yeah, that should be about it. And I don't think you can do anything else really with it. So let's go ahead and make one of these up. It's really actually pretty easy. Not like I don't have stone laying around. And everything else. I do actually have a drawer over here just for redstone stuff, just to make my life a little bit easier. And the quartz, I believe I left it on the outside. So one thing we will be doing is a lot of these compacting drawers. It's gonna be mainly for like the nuggets and everything else like that, so we don't actually have to deal with them as much. And drawers, I believe I have a few spare ones. And you also have to be kind of careful whenever you're doing this, because if not, it throws those in there. So be careful of double checking which one you have. There we go. And we're also going to need a linking tool, which is not bad, and a configuring tool. So just a lot of paper, gold, and diamonds. So I do actually have a little bit of gold in here, so we're going to need about 8 of that. And like I said, I don't want to do a lot of like explaining how this stuff works or crafting it on camera, but some of this stuff is kind of important. And the reason you want these is I don't think I actually have one, and make sure the quest does not give me one. Okay, and yeah, so I do actually have to make these. Good. Just want to make sure. There's sometimes that they want you to make it, sometimes they don't. Oh, let's not use that. See, I already used one of them on accident. So there we go. And what these are going to do is where you can actually link them all together and kind of have it all as one. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to move all this stuff over, make a lot more of these, And yeah, we'll go from there and get everything kind of moved over, cleaned up, and we won't have such a monstrosity laying around. So give me one moment. Let me get everything kind of moved around and everything. All right, everybody. I've been a little busy in between the cuts right there. Got quite a bit done. A few things I want to bring up. I do have these linking tools, and you'll see why in just a second. I actually built a room. I want to take this girder, and kind of go all the way around, and maybe we can build something up out of it. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to think of something to go along the sides, kind of hide that. But let's go ahead and walk in to the storage center. Now, I thought I could get away with just one of these framed storage controllers. Turns out no. So we take a look at this, and I click on this. You can see just these things are just a little bit out of reach. So what I did is I went ahead and got the second one I made on accident because I didn't realize I could frame them, or at least that type. And I kind of hooked it up to here, got those all hooked up. So everything's kind of linked together. And the way you can go in and out about that is if you click on the drawer controller or the linking with the linking tool, you can sit here and remove. Oh my gosh, that scared me. All right, so I can remove a single one, or if I right click over here to add it back. Real easy. And the great thing is once you put this into locking mode, right now these are all not locked, so my gosh, why? Right click on that, now they're all locked. Now I can be the only one to put things in there. And where did he go? Hello? How did you just... There we go. Ooh, I think that's actually gonna be a good buy. All right, and I can strip the enchantments off on that later. But we're gonna throw that in our backpack just so we don't use it. Now I do have these. Let's go ahead and put these away. I do have these over here, and if I go ahead and undo them real quick, it's basically all the armors and everything I have. I really do not have a space yet. I'm gonna have to figure out something. Oh, that's how he did it. Find a space for them, and I think I'm gonna use the armory cabinet. I think that's what it's called. All right, right here, armory cabinet. But I don't want to use that just yet because that A requires netherite, and B, you have to have something to be able to interact with it. And normally it's like a storage network or something like that. Which brings us on to this section right here. So I went through and I started filtering these things, and turns out you can either do by mod in this situation. Same thing with here, or you can do it by tags. I have tags in one of these. I haven't done that one yet. This one right here. So you just drag over something, click it in here, and then you can scroll through and add which one you have. So we already have this in here, so I'm not going to bother with that. I don't know if I have... here we go. No, this is going to be by mod. Yeah, most of these are going to be my mod. And I'm going to go ahead... Oh, wait, no, this is a good one. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Wish I didn't throw it, but I did. And what we can do on this one is go ahead and do tags. And we can do this. Click it in there, and we can go orge. And this one right here, and this should be like raw material. And there we go. That should actually cover everything. I don't know if that's actually going to be in there. Oh yeah, this is one that we did not have. We can do redstone. And I wonder if coal is going to be the same thing, or this one. Now we can do the bomb ores. That might actually cover everything else. But you can see what I've been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this kind of sorted out. And I don't know if I did this one. Yeah, I did. So you can put multiple filters on here. This is basically my magic mod one. And really, I'll just show you real quick how to add this for mods. In this situation, we're going to go by mod. And we can grab any of these and put it in there. So anything that's silent gear is going to go in there. So let me go ahead and finish this up really quick. And before I do that, the storage controller should be able to let me take things in and out. Like I have andesite alloy on me. It did not work. There we go. We got a hopper. Now I'm curious. I put this in there. Where is it going? It might be one. Yeah, it went to one of these that did not have a filter. Let me get these filtered and then we'll test that. All right, everybody. With everything added, let's go ahead and try this again. See if it's going in here. It's not. Huh. Okay. I think I may have figured it out. I may have not. That is really kind of frustrating. Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, let's grab something else. The sandpaper. There we go. Okay, because that was an alloy, yeah, that does make sense why it went in there. Okay, I had a bad choice in what I picked. So with all that done, we have another situation that we're gonna have to run across. Besides all this stuff in here, and I actually went through a lot of gold doing this, but I need a quick bucket of water. And I want to set up a quick storage scanner. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I need 4 of my redstone torches. My brain shut off for some reason. Oh, it's been doing that a lot. Okay, so I don't know if I should have had some in. I had a lot in there. Never mind. Basically, I want to get this up and going. Simple machine frame is just a little bit of iron. We have a lot in there. And this is going to make my life so much easier. So let me get the parts needed and we'll come back. But the one thing I'm going to have an issue with is the fact that I need to get the power from here all the way over there. So what I think I'm going to do is make a quick MBV accumulator. Yeah, that used to be capacitor, I think. But we're going to get that real quick. And then we're going to power the storage scanner with it. And I think I should be able to access it. We'll see in a minute. It's been a long time since I've used it. So let me come back in a moment when I got everything prepared. Oh, looks like I won't actually need it. I just got to find a few things. And one thing I wish we could do is just like automatically sort these. Storage controller, route that one. And there should be a... I don't want all these frame drawers. You can see it'd be a little daunting trying to get all this. I don't need to power it. But I wonder if I can make a chest. That's going to be a quick test of this. Ooh. It is not seeing the planks. So maybe it has to be powered for that. A quick way to find out. I don't think I have a spare storage cell. So let me, since I don't need all this stuff, let me get a quick MV capacitor, which they have a different recipe too. Redstone and water. That's why I grabbed the water bucket a minute ago. And we're just going to go ahead and use this right here. Sometimes it'd be easier, but I can just grab it right there. That's not a big deal. And it looks like we just need nickel plates and steel. We have steel. Why is that surround sound? Yeah, I had 2 nickel. That's it. Oh, and while I'm over here, I did read the comments about waterlogging the breaker up here, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to in the near future. And this thing has been churning out like nothing else. If you look in here, I actually have 3,042. So the little bit of changes I made that thing so more efficient. It was not funny. 2 nickel plates. Let's go through here real quick. And really what I could do, where's my steel? Until I get everything kind of situated, excuse me. I think that's all I needed. Oh, treated wood. Actually, this would be a good test right here. Well, no, it actually crafted with that perfectly fine. Then I don't know. What what I want to do is stick this right here. Oh, that guy scared me. And I have a little bit of terracotta that I was going to smelt, and I forgot all about it. But what we're going to do is run a quick wire over from there using these LV relays and LV connectors. And the cool thing about these is the fact that you make them actually pass through walls. And we're going to need the relays for long distances. I did not realize I got 8 per. And we need our engineer hammer. We're going to take this and make it an input. And this is going to be an output. So I'm going to need a connector here. Ooh. Here. Here. Oh, and we need some LV wiring. That is the one thing I do not have. Which does not look too bad. Okay, LV wire connected to there. And what you can do, if I had the right thing in my inventory, we're gonna connect here to here. And if we go directly on the other side, I believe we should be able to right click this, and now the wires pass through. So that makes it, we can do it like that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Now getting it all the way over there is going to be a fun little challenge, because right here is actually the center. I'm getting a little bit of a lag issue, and we can use the relays for this. It's a great thing about having that long distance. And I think I might actually have to put it here. Okay, let me run down here, and I'm gonna try and keep everything lined up in the middle. All right, got the last little bit needed, and we're gonna do the rest of this right here. Now, hopefully, if this is working correctly, we should see power in here. No. A good way to test to see if there's power. Yeah, see, that's not, there's nothing there. All right. So after a little bit of tomfoolery, we kind of got this going. Basically, I put another MV accumulator, which I'm curious on how much those things actually hold. It really does not say much on it, but I remember the old ones, the LV one was like 1 million, so maybe 5. So this thing should be powering up. Now let's try that again with the chest. I am kind of curious on why that did not work. Planks. Yeah, it is not letting me craft with that. I don't know why. I bet you this one works. Yeah, see, that worked fine. Ew. It does not have a suitable way of routing this. There we go. So now if I put it in here, it should go right where it needs to be, which is right there. Nice. So I guess if all else fails, we can come in here and grab whatever we need. And I'm still curious on why this did not work. Can you not make chests out of these? You might not be able to. I could have swore you could. Oh, okay, so it was not an error in that thing. It was an error with me. So, all right, I think that's a good wrapping up point. We got quite a bit done. We got power ran through their base, a little bit more of it decorated, another wandering trader. Wonder if you have anything good. Yes, we are. Okay, I am gonna kind of cheese out. Give me a few emeralds. Hopefully we can get more than one. Give me a beacon. Okay, we got one beacon. And we're gonna grab a globe. Sand, orange sand. Don't really have that. Okay, I don't know what all I'm buying. I just bought things. But hey, good way to end the episode. We got a beacon for free-ish, kind of. And I want to make sure this is working. Okay, right now we got 3 emeralds in there. We should have 6. Oh, nice. It is working as intended. And now I can... Oh. I wonder why this one is not being able to be routed. I wonder if I throw this in now, will it go? No. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that to sort those. Okay. I think everything else should go. Okay. No. Okay. A lot of things are going, but some things aren't. Not that big of a deal. But I'll have to figure out the rest later. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a long one. I know we had a lot of ups and downs. And yeah, hopefully we can get this kind of sorted out. And storage all done up. I think this is a good start, and it's going to make crafting so much easier. Now, if only I can get rid of these guys. And I think the next episode, we're going to be working more on how to get all this stuff done. So, till next time, y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Later, everybody. Bye.